Thank you for staying with us on Good Morning Nigeria. It's time to take a look at what's making headlines across the nation this morning.
All right, Chukwudi Okodubaja is right here in the studio. Chukwudi, good morning and welcome.
Morning, Claire. How are you?
Yes, we're
Good to see you.
Yeah.
He's here as well.
Yes.
Hello.
He's here.
Hi.
And the room.
You're returning rebellion for.
Okay, let's quickly
How
start.
are you?
I'll quickly take a leadership newspaper. And the leadership leads with Northern governors defend Tinubu as ACF says he's unfair to North. That story is on page 4. It has, some riders there. And you see the picture story of the, I think that was the event that took place yesterday in Kaduna, if I'm right. Just below that, Kebbi approved 6-month leave for pregnant female workers. 6-month leave for pregnant female workers. Other stories trending. 9 million motorists drive on Nigerian roads without insurance. And Deputy Speaker Kalu withdraws indigenship bill for further consultations. And IMF raises Nigeria's 2025 economic growth projection to 3.4%. And just above the nameplate there, you have bandits driving us away from our farms, plateau farmers. All right, Victor.
All right, I have the business NG next. And the lead story here reads, tensions rise over Ghana deportation threats. FG urges calm. And just above that story, the tiny red strip, Yahoo Mail users to start paying monthly as firm slashes free storage to 20 gigabytes. That's on page 2. And just above the nameplate, Rebadu, insurgency, banditry declined under Tinubu's government is on page 2. And on page 5, IMF upgrades Nigeria's 2025 growth outlook to 3.4%. Right. Let's now move over to the People's Daily. And the People's Daily leads with this political story. Ex-Governor Aliyu nots challenges rooted in elites' complacency, institutional neglect. All right, that story you can find on page 5. And just above it, you have the double 92 MDAs yet to establish anti-corruption units, 127 ineffective. That's credited to ICPC, and the story is on page 4. And the other, Tinubu OK's automatic jobs, scholarships, cash awards for 200 NYSC honorees. You can get details of that on page 5. And at the bottom of the front page of the People's Daily, quite a number of stories there. Audit report, Senate gives NNPCL 3 weeks to respond to queries on 210 trillion naira. Interesting. And on page 7, Barrow Port probe, lawmakers summon minister, Niwa MD. On page 3, Tinubu's government will not leave any region behind in development. That's credited to Akume SGF. FG prioritizing dialogue, flexibility in tax reforms. Others is credited to VP Shetima on page 2. And finally, FG to revive moribund Kaduna textile industry, says SGF. And you get details of that on page 9. Chukwudi.
FG to revive Kaduna moribund textile industry. When they say that, you go nostalgic because of the days of Ankara, the days of Kente and all that, those fabrics. My mother mentioned many of them were coming from home. We were not importing them. You keep asking what happened to us. And it seems to have spread to every facet of life. That's the sad aspect of it. Complaints. Northern governors defend Tinubu as ACF says he's unfair to the North. What I don't quite like about Nigerian politics is that the ethnic card surfaces so easily. Integration in Africa is a tall order because there's a way we think. I think people should talk about development or absence of it in more global terms without making it an axis of the earth kind of thing, a particular region kind of thing. That's where I fault the language of Nigerian politics. But the governors are saying, oh, no, he has done and he has fulfilled promises made to the North. That's Chairman Northern State Governors Forum. So some people are saying, you're not working. Some are saying, oh, you're working. African politics is a ding-dong affair. Some of it is all, geared towards 2027, really. Politicking has become
Some
part
of it, or all of
all of it, or maybe more than all of it, So you keep on asking, why does the language never change?
I think the change should come right from the politicians themselves and at the base of campaigning, because that is where you find the candidates, making these promises. Okay, we will do this. Now the North is saying, look, he has fulfilled or not fulfilled promises made to the North.
Yes.
Which means during the campaign or the party manifesto, there were specific promises made to a particular region.
Yes.
But it shouldn't be so.
That's the point, Claire.
Yes, it shouldn't be so.
No, but
your promises should be to Nigerians.
Spread amenities
Spread
fairly. Let it be seen that a
I
transparent
think
process of distribution has happened.
I'm
Don't
saying
regionalize it. The language destroys the spirit.
No, I'm saying it from a different perspective.
Yes.
For instance, if I'm correct, when you go to campaign, people have issues with water, and you say, oh, for you people, I will provide water. You go to another area, they have issues with roads, and you say to them, I will give you roads. I mean, you could do that.
It's in the
right?
messaging.
You see,
It's in
she
the
took it
messaging.
from my lips again.
Yes.
A politician comes to deliver projects, infrastructure, to grow the people. So those things will always happen. But the language you use regionalizes it, and at a point it becomes acid to the rest of the country. Africa suffers things that it can easily avoid if it changes its communication. That's the point.
Yes, and that's
what's happening in Ghana now. I don't think Southeast people in Ghana
Okay, I think
are really, interested in taking over anywhere.
Chukwudi, I think that story is also here.
It's also there.
Yes, you may
How
also
do you
speak to-
communicate your success where you are? Africa still has very, very raw nerves, sensibilities you have to respect. Nothing like no man's land on any part of soil of Africa. We are still potently ethnicists. So you must mind how you behave on another man's soil. Africa is like that. In New York, they're not going to notice a group of Africans who are wearing masquerade clothes on the sidewalk. They'll ignore you.
Chukwudi,
In Africa, they won't.
Chukwudi, I agree with you, and more so that the essence of ECOWAS was to achieve this integration.
Integration, Claire.
Unfortunately, the younger generations probably have no idea or have little knowledge
Of where we are coming from.
of where we're coming from.
And it doesn't bother them.
And the essence. And ECOWAS protocol, free movement, has done a great deal to, to drive that.
We haven't done it now.
Yes. So all of these things just show or manifestations of the ignorance of the objectives
And lack of continuity.
of that program. So our leaders must do a great deal. It's either some of these instruments are taught in schools now, or you find a way to teach the younger
Even
ones
from home.
from home that there is a reason why we are called Africans. Yesterday we had a program.
Thank you, Claire.
We had a program here. And a lady from Barbados, I don't know how you're going to call me now.
Barbados.
Barbados came here and said, look, we've all traced our, origin back to Africa. We are all Africans, so we are coming together under an umbrella they call Mother Becon's Ikpada Initiative, to see how they can bring back, Africans
whom
in
we
diaspora.
were. I keep talking about it here. When I hear analysis on Nigerian television stations and all that, something keeps telling me they're missing the point. Till we go back to how we were. We were welcoming to people. What happened somewhere? How can we correct those things? And it's a humanist attitude. I keep on saying, see a human being before you see a tribesman. That's where to start from. And the home seems to have collapsed. Mom and dad are chasing sustenance. And the children are picking up habits that do not quite make them good neighbors of the man next door. We have to try, because where we're going is self-liquidation.
I know, Chukwudi, I know that you have harped on
I keep talking about
our
it.
attitude
Yes.
as Nigerians outside this country. Be that as it may, the event in Ghana, has also been received with anger and, outrage here by so many people, because you have termed generality of Nigerians as criminals with the placards.
Exactly.
You saw, this, and NITCOM chairman.
Our elder sister,
yes,
Abike Dabiri, spoke about it just yesterday or so.
Precisely.
She was quite clear about it.
But also caution. I mean, Nigerians, we are hospitable, we are patient, we can be calm. And don't forget that we are still the big brother of Africa. No matter what others may do,
yes,
we cannot be drawn into the bandwagon.
But I hear that some of us fight on the streets of China.
No, but whatever that may be, I mean, we are humans. You will have the rotten
so
eggs.
well.
No,
I allowed you to take over the analysis because you were doing better than me.
No.
But don't go, we are humans.
No, but you will have...
A good man knows his limitations.
Chukwudi, when you buy
you must know your limitations.
When you buy
Clint Eastwood said that to an overzealous police officer
before
he bombed him to death.
I'm not the reviewer, so let me
You must
keep
know
quiet.
your limitations.
Yes,
a good man knows his limitations.
Okay, thank you, Chukwudi.
So, whatever we think we are, we must know our limitations wherever we are.
I agree.
Communicating who you are matters a lot. Strategic communication requires so much from you.
Yes,
Just
but
that, just that everybody won't be
Dr. Claire,
the
you
same.
did so well. I must applaud you.
Everybody won't be the same. Some people will still be irrational.
That is why I was saying, if you
it doesn't make it right.
Chukwudi,
It doesn't make it
if
right.
you buy a crate of egg, I'm sure you will find one or two that's not the same.
But the Jacksons will tell you, one bad apple doesn't make the whole bunch bad. Hey. I was good when I was young.
Are you singing in reverse? Okay, just before we go, one last thing. The deputy speaker,
yes,
has withdrawn the indigenship bill for further considerations.
Yes.
And if you know what the indigent clause in the Constitution,
yes,
what it has done or what it is doing in terms of fueling ethnic issues,
yes,
you'll be amazed. And a lot of people have said, let us look at that clause again.
rework it.
Rework it. So in the wisdom of the speaker,
The deputy
of course,
speaker.
The deputy speaker, thank you. Following the advice, according to him, he has withdrawn that indigenous bill.
Yes.
Because, and I think they should look at that part of the Constitution that has that indigenship and do something to it.
I think it's aspects. The
Because
problem is with,
people
however,
are implementing it, diverse ways, in the ways
They interpret.
With
their own peculiarities coming in.
Exactly.
I think the problem is with aspects of that particular bill. Not a terrible bill. It's something that you can look at the aspects that are raising concerns and work out our return.
Do they still teach civics in schools? Victor, I am nothing without you and Claire. I find expression when I am compared to your existence as my fellow human beings. People should know that. We find definition because there is one Omotosho, one Ikechukwu, one Hausa man, that we can compare our lives to their lives. That's the only way we can find definition for ourselves. So we need one another all the time.
I think they teach civics. It's, what I'm not sure of is the depth of what is taught these days. But Chukwudi, let's thank you very much. I see you are in the mood for dance. Please dance away. We appreciate your time and we'll see you tomorrow.
You know whether I don't chop.
Newspaper review is, we are done with newspaper review. And Good Morning Nigeria continues after this break.
I like Chukwudi to confuse you.